Yeah, that is a huge advantage. I didn't do anything to my jersey.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor and CeeDee Lamb are just so goddamn tired and out of fucking stamina that I probably won't get a single play out of them after halftime.
Well, that having that week 1 bye definitely helped. So.
Well, I even sat Jonathan Taylor on the bench in week 1. I think I played him like a total of 5 plays in the week 1 game.
Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the London Black Knights and the Philadelphia Eagles.
For some reason, I thought Bruins
for the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl.
Oh, my stream's up on YouTube, Bruins, by the way.
Championship time.
Okay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA.
Oh, so close.
It's a really difficult task.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. He'll get it.
Oh, okay.
20. Touchdown.
Yeah, for some reason you went through me.
Devontae Smith, 51 yards. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is
I love on screen plays where the freaking running back just sits there and runs in place behind your lineman.
Second down.
That's
That could
great.
get in there to get to
I
him
love
quickly
that.
and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
2 plays, and now both went backwards.
Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an
Love
uphill
BJ
battle
Ojolari.
here on 3rd and long. Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Oh, good shit.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
Nice.
And
Kelsey
he is
did
swallowed
good.
up right
Fucking
at the
game.
line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts.
Yep.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to
Where's his
themselves,
looking man?
weapons
Where's it?
everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Yeah, I got a
And he
counter
stopped
coming up
right
here.
at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's gonna be Garth Brooks and Laney Wilson in the Superdome.
Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your
tied
offensive
up,
line
tied
and
up
give
with
them
Rooster
credit.
right now.
Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage,
in the
and they
first round?
did for a significant
Yeah.
chunk of yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I done shitty as
And the
started
offense
this.
humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look,
It's gonna
let's
be
face it,
between
we
you
can
and
always
Scooter.
lock in on the skill position.
Oh,
guy.
fuck, okay.
Those big fellas up front.
Thank God he can't catch.
This offense go early in the game.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
I don't think Scooter's done his second round.
No, I ain't done my second round either. I'm on my first one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going option play on third down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he's brought down,
hey, Bruns,
getting
least,
this one to about the
get a
35.
couple weeks off. We gotta play
they went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
You see that water spot there, Scooter?
Here's Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he slips.
Dude, I really hope in
24
they fix Darius Slay's fucking face.
11 yards on the pickup there.
Because they
You can almost hear
royally
the sigh of relief
fucked it
coming
up
from
on
their
this.
sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flushed out right. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now it's Fields.
Oh, what a catch.
Over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
With 13
once he made
under.
the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route.
Bruce is trying to get me to leave the Eagles.
To get a clean throw his way.
How'd I fucking miss that?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Off play action, Fields. Got a man,
Oh,
it's Darren Waller.
dude, I went for the hit stick.
First down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Taylor is in for a touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line.
I knew I forgot to do something.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Kayshawn Booty's fucking
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Yeah,
they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another
It's
field
still
goal.
that kickoff bullshit.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts setting up the screen. Harris. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The kick by Elliott is good. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the 2nd field goal ever made from 66 yards.
I just kicked a 66-yarder with Jake Elliott.
NFL record.
No wind from the back, the wind's blowing from the side. That's crazy.
To be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Tendo did about as bad as
that one. It leads to third down.
Decent.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people
he played with us.
Guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong
Oh my God, it took forever. He talking about you slow. I mean, it took him forever just to get it in the hole.
On the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth. And touchdown! Darren Waller, 60 yards. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
So it's pretty simple,
Cowboy, Jump is having another baby.
The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Already.
They would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Fields on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets it inside
what the hell is this world coming to?
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half.
Yeah, she had a C-section last time. I don't know, and a hill. Yeah, probably ain't gonna have much time to heal up real good, you know.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get ready! Get ready!
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
What?
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I guess he don't want to answer now.
Yeah, I guess not.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
No, he answers you.
Yeah, I know, right? What the fuck?
I answered us. I said, what? I can't even barely hear you say it.
What?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him.
I knew he had a big mouth.
Out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts.
That
This will
looked
be
like
caught
you
once
did
again by Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So you thought more about what your dad said, asked you?
Anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly.
Fucking in cockadoo, where you at?
Because of the timing of the route.
We stepped away, remember?
Defensively, a solid
All he did is muted his fucking mic. That's all he done.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Yeah,
I believe
right
they'll
now
eventually
I'm
reward
battling
them,
for
especially as we get deeper in the game.
the top 5
Hurts with a
and
quick throw complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I'm only 13 points away from the transfer spot and go to D3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's cool.
They'll set up a throw. And swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
All right, I'll tell y'all later. Y'all have a good one.
Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
See you later, any cockadoo.
Later, bitch.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They run once more with Taylor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Fields on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Meanwhile, Fields slow, complete here to Waller. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I got a scooter, big cowboy.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Hurts throwing complete to Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 33. 111 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella. He's at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, But you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts completing this one quickly. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And now a pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Gainwell is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That is caught by Lamb. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Fields. They'll roll him out right. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Finding space at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 50, here's Fields. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
75 yards on the ground for him so far.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half.
Yeah.
Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
no offense to
it just doesn't go right for you.
Anybody else I faced this year, but goddamn, this was the toughest game all season.
But how you carry yourself,
I really thought I was going to lose.
How you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Escape. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Eagles have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Definitely didn't deserve that game.
Whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say,